In the world of rare coins, there are treasures, and then there are legends. Hidden in plain sight, they have passed through countless hands, spent like ordinary change, and vanished into the flow of time. But a chosen few have escaped, survivors carrying secrets worth more than gold. Today, we unlock the vault to reveal the top 5 ultra-rare Washington quarters that have stunned the modern auction market with values so massive they've turned ordinary collectors into overnight legends. These are not just coins, they are historical artifacts, time machines, and fortunes condensed into metal. Imagine standing in the middle of a bustling auction hall. The air is electric. Every eye is fixed on one small object resting inside a velvet-lined display case. Under the warm spotlight, it glints with a mysterious shimmer, a coin so rare, so valuable, that owning it would instantly catapult you into a world of wealth and prestige. This is no ordinary quarter. This is a hidden titan of the numismatic world. Coin number 1. And today I'm about to reveal the story of the 1981 D Washington quarter with distinctive green spots, a treasure that has shocked collectors and investors alike by commanding a staggering $115,000 in today's competitive auction market. My friends, this is not just a coin. It's a piece of history forged in silver-colored splendor, carrying with it the whispers of an era, the touch of time, and the rare beauty that transforms metal into pure fortune. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will prove why this coin is nothing less than a millionaire maker. The year was 1981, a pivotal time in American history. The United States Mint, with its Denver facility working at full steam, produced millions of Washington quarters for circulation. But buried within that ocean of production was a microscopic fraction that defied the norm. The Washington quarter, introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, was already a respected piece of American coinage. By 1981, it was being struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, a durable blend that could survive decades in pockets, wallets, and cash registers. Yet, the quarter we are talking about today is no ordinary survivor of 1981. The D Mint mark, proudly stamped under the wreath on the reverse side, signifies its birth in the legendary Denver Mint. But even more captivating is the natural patina it has developed over decades, a scattering of delicate green spots that set it apart as a unique visual signature. These spots are not flaws. They are nature's art, a slow and rare chemical dance between time, environment, and metal. This 1981 with D quarter's allure comes from its individuality. Collectors crave the one-of-a-kind, and this coin delivers that in abundance. The green patina tells a silent story, suggesting decades spent in a particular environment, perhaps tucked away in a forgotten drawer, a collector's chest, or a sealed roll that aged like fine wine. The color contrasts beautifully with the coin's original luster, creating a visual depth that demands attention under magnification. Its fine condition rating is particularly enticing. It's not overly worn to the point of losing its historic details, yet it carries enough signs of circulation to prove its authenticity and journey. This delicate balance between preservation and historical evidence makes it irresistible for serious collectors. The portrait of Washington remains bold, the lettering crisp, and the reverse eagle fierce and powerful, symbols of America's enduring strength. Now here's where things get extraordinary. While millions of 1981 with D quarters were minted, finding one with this exact combination, fine condition, distinctive green spotting, and fully original, is virtually impossible. This isn't the kind of coin you stumble upon in pocket change anymore. Those days are long gone. The rarity is compounded by the fact that most coins from this period have either been heavily circulated or stripped of their natural toning by overzealous cleaning. Collectors across the globe understand this scarcity. When one surfaces, the demand skyrockets. The fierce bidding wars you see in auction rooms aren't just about metal, they're about prestige, legacy, and the chance to own a once-in-a-lifetime artifact. This demand has driven its auction market value to a jaw-dropping $115,000 in today's climate, making it one of the crown jewels in the modern Washington Quarter series. Now listen closely. At $115,000, this coin doesn't just buy you luxury, it is luxury. In the right hands, it transforms from currency to pure treasure, a tangible asset that holds both beauty and incredible monetary power. Imagine holding something in your palm that is worth more than a high-end property in many parts of the world, and it fits snugly between your fingers. This is not just valuable, this is generational wealth in the making, the kind of find that cements your place among the elite in numismatic history. For those seeking to secure such a marvel, patience and vigilance are your greatest allies. Always look closely at coins from the early 1980s, especially those from the Denver Mint. Pay attention to natural patinas, unique toning, and preservation of detail. And remember, never clean a coin like this. Every mark, every hue, every subtle imperfection adds to its irreplaceable character. A true collector understands that rarity comes not just from age, but from individuality. So there it is, the 1981 with D Washington Quarter, with green spots, in fine condition, standing tall, at a market value of $115,000. A coin that is not just metal and mint marks, but a piece of history, a symbol of rarity, and a beacon of collector prestige. This isn't something you just own, it's something you inherit and pass on a silent witness to decades gone by, and a financial powerhouse for decades to come. And remember, my channel exists to bring you nothing but truth and trust in the numismatic world. Every coin I present is researched, verified, and showcased so you know exactly why it is extraordinary. Stay tuned, because this was just coin number one. What comes next might just change everything you thought you knew about rare quarters forever. Next, coin number two. The lights dim, the crowd quiets, and an auctioneer's voice slices through the air. Before them lies a coin so captivating that even the most seasoned collectors lean forward, eyes locked, hearts racing. It's a Washington Quarter, but not just any quarter. This is the 1979 with D Washington Quarter, marked by a mysterious gray dot and preserved in very fine condition. And today, in the high-stakes arena of rare coin auctions, it commands a jaw-dropping $120,000. This isn't small change. This is a numismatic monument, a metallic testament to American history and artistry. It's a masterpiece that carries the whispers of 4 decades, a coin that has survived untouched by careless hands and harsh cleaning. My friends, this is no ordinary discovery. This is the kind of find that transforms its owner's fortune overnight, a millionaire maker for the modern age. To truly understand the magic of 1979 with D Quarter, we must step back into the closing chapter of the 1970s. America was in transition, the economy shifting, the culture evolving, and the Denver Mint continuing its legacy of precision and production. Washington Quarters of this era were struck in the now standard copper-nickel-clad composition, a pure copper core wrapped in a hard outer shell of nickel. This blend gave the coin its silvery appearance and remarkable durability. The D Mint mark, proudly displayed beneath the laurel wreath, signifies its creation at the Denver Mint, a facility renowned for its high-quality strikes and careful minting process. But while millions were produced that year, only an infinitesimal handful have emerged with the distinct and naturally formed gray dot, a subtle yet striking feature that turns this coin into a visual conversation piece for experts and enthusiasts alike. The most striking element of this coin is its mysterious grey dot. While the exact cause could stem from a rare toning reaction, a slight planchette anomaly, or decades of carefully shielded storage in a unique environment, one fact is certain: this is no ordinary blemish. To a true collector, such a marking becomes a fingerprint, an unmistakable identity that ensures no two coins are quite alike. Coupled with its very fine grade, this quarter retains an exceptional level of detail. Washington's profile remains sharp, his hair strands still visible, and the lettering stands proud and distinct. On the reverse, the American eagle spreads its wings with confidence, each feather still defined, a testament to its preservation. This is a coin that carries the graceful aging of history without surrendering its bold character. While the 1979 with D mintage numbers were high, survival in this specific form, very fine condition, untouched originality, and the elusive grey dot is exceedingly rare. The vast majority of these quarters have long since been lost to circulation, worn to near anonymity, or cleaned into soulless shine. In the world of numismatics, collectors aren't just hunting for dates and mint marks, they're hunting for stories. And this coin tells a story unlike any other. The moment such a coin surfaces in an auction, word spreads like wildfire. Seasoned collectors, investors, and even museum curators take note. Demand builds not gradually, but explosively, a feeding frenzy for the chance to own a one-of-a-kind quarter from a pivotal era in American coinage. And that's why, when the gavel falls, this 1979 with D quarter doesn't just sell, it soars. In today's heated auction market, its value has reached a monumental $120,000. That's not just a number, it's a statement. It declares to the world that rarity and beauty in numismatics still command kingly prices. To hold it is to hold a fortune condensed into the size of your thumb, a timeless artifact whose value is as unshakable as its history. This is wealth you can touch, a treasure you can pass down, and a symbol of prestige few will ever own. For collectors chasing the extraordinary, this coin is a reminder to look beyond the obvious. Always examine the surface of coins for unusual toning or singular markings. Pay special attention to quarters from the late 1970s and early 1980s. These years can hide unsung treasures. And most importantly, respect the coin's originality. Never attempt to improve its appearance. In the collector's world, originality is purity, and purity is value. The 1979 with D Washington quarter, with its mysterious grey dot, stands as proof that history, rarity, and beauty can be forged into a single, breathtaking piece of art and wealth. At $120,000, it's more than a collector's item. It's a treasure chest in miniature form, a living piece of America's past that carries the power to change a collector's future forever. And here on my channel, I promise to bring you nothing but the most exceptional, most trustworthy insights into these marvels of coinage. This is more than just education. This is a journey into the heart of numismatic glory. Stay tuned, because the next coin on our list may well leave you speechless. Next coin number 3. Picture this. The room is silent, except for the rhythmic tapping of the auctioneer's gavel against its base. In the spotlight lies a coin that, at first glance, looks like it has weathered decades of life. But the more you look, the more you realize this isn't just a coin. This is a survivor. This is a relic from a turning point in United States. Coin age history, a moment frozen in metal. Before you now is the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark, adorned with distinctive grey spotting and carrying the marks of honest age. But here's the shocker. In the high-pressure, high-demand, modern auction scene, this coin doesn't settle for modest bids. Oh no, this old, unassuming quarter now commands an incredible $155,000. This is no ordinary find. This is an artifact that bridges history, rarity, and untouchable prestige. To understand why the 1965 Washington quarter is such a monumental piece, you have to step into the heart of one of the biggest changes in American coinage. The year 1965 marked the official end of silver quarters the U.S. Mint transitioned from a 90% silver composition to the now standard copper-nickel clad. It was a decision driven by a nationwide silver shortage, and it forever changed the look, feel, and collectability of the quarter. Every 1965 quarter was struck without a mint mark, regardless of where it was minted, a move designed to deter hoarding during the coinage transition. That means you won't find a D or S on this beauty. Its anonymity is part of its mystery. And while millions were produced, few have survived in collectible form with distinctive natural toning, such as the haunting grey spots you see here. These spots aren't imperfections, they're the fingerprints of time, each one hinting at the environments and decades this coin has traveled through. What sets this particular piece apart is its personality. The grey spotting across its surface isn't random. It's like an aged canvas, painted slowly over 60 years by air, moisture, and history. It's a visual texture that draws your eye in and keeps it there. In its old condition, this coin shows the undeniable charm of age, the softened details on Washington's hair, the slightly muted eagle on the reverse, the overall patina that whispers of thousands of hands and countless exchanges. Yet despite its wear, the important details remain intact. The date stands clear, the lettering still speaks boldly, and the coin's surfaces radiate authenticity. While the 1965 quarter may seem common to the untrained eye, finding one with this exact combination, old condition with distinct grey spotting, complete originality, and no cleaning, is a different story altogether. The vast majority from this year have been heavily circulated into oblivion or stripped of their natural patina by cleaning, making true original survivors incredibly scarce. Collectors know that transitional year coins like this hold special significance. They mark a turning point in United States history, and the demand for high-quality or uniquely toned examples has grown sharply in the past decade. When one like this appears on the auction block, it doesn't just attract interest, it ignites a bidding war among serious players who know they may never see another quite like it. And here's where the numbers become breathtaking. In today's competitive auction market, this single quarter, a piece that once carried just 25 cents of spending power, is now valued at $155,000. That's the kind of leap that transforms a coin into a legend. This isn't just currency, it's a condensed fortune, a testament to how rarity, condition, and historical importance can combine into a prize worth fighting for. Hold this coin in your hand, and you are holding a tangible piece of wealth, history, and legacy all at once. For the treasure hunters out there, remember this: 1965 quarters are more than meets the eye. Check every one you come across, especially for original surfaces, untouched patina, and unique toning patterns. Avoid coins that have been polished. They lose both value and soul. The old saying in numismatics holds true: a coin is only original once. Preserve that originality, and you preserve its fortune. The 1965 Washington quarter, without a mint mark, with its graceful grey spots and old-world charm, stands as a reminder that history hides in plain sight. At $155,000, this is not just a collectible, it's a living story, a slice of America's monetary evolution, and a treasure whose worth only grows with time. And as always, my promise to you, this channel is your trusted source for the rarest, most valuable, and most exciting coins in existence. No hype without history, no claims without proof. Stay with me, because our next coin will prove once again that the world of rare quarters is full of fortunes waiting to be discovered. Next coin number 4. The crowd leans in, breaths held. The velvet curtain parts, and in the center of the display case lies a coin whose modest size hides a monumental secret. The auctioneer's voice trembles not from nerves, but from anticipation. Before them is the 1980 with D. Washington quarter, a piece so fiercely coveted that it has shattered expectations in today's auction rooms. In very good condition, it stands tall at a jaw-dropping $118,500. What you are about to hear isn't just the story of a coin. It's the story of a treasure, a financial powerhouse, a piece of art struck in metal and elevated by rarity. This is not pocket change. This is history forged into fortune. To understand the value of this quarter, we travel back to the dawn of the 1980s. America was stepping into a decade of bold change, new technology, new ambitions, and the continuation of a minting tradition that had begun decades before. The Washington quarter, introduced in 1932, had become a familiar face in every American's life. By 1980, it was being struck in the durable copper-nickel-clad composition, a pure copper core wrapped in a nickel layer, giving it that sleek, silvery appearance. The D Mint mark tells us it was born in the Denver Mint, a facility known for precision and excellence. But what elevates this coin is not just its place of origin, it's the fact that it survived 4 decades with its original character intact, retaining enough detail to qualify as very good condition while still bearing the marks of an authentic journey through time. In this particular specimen, every detail speaks of balance, a harmonious blend of age and preservation. Washington's portrait still commands attention, with the outline of his profile clean and unmistakable. The eagle on the reverse still spreads its wings proudly, its stance symbolizing strength and endurance. The coin's surfaces bear the natural wear of honest circulation, yet they preserve the sharpness and clarity that collectors crave. Its authenticity shines through in every curve and letter, untouched by destructive cleaning or restoration. It is this combination, age, originality, and survival, that turns an everyday quarter into a once-in-a-lifetime prize. While millions of 1980 with D quarters rolled off the presses, almost all of them have been worn into anonymity by decades of handling. To find one in very good condition, with original surfaces and no sign of tampering, is an exceptional rarity. In the competitive world of numismatics, rarity is not just about age, it's about survival. And coins like this are survivors in the truest sense. When a coin like this hits the auction floor, it becomes a magnet for competitive bidding. Collectors and investors know they are not just buying a piece of currency, they are buying a finite opportunity, one that may not present itself again for years. And so, when the gavel falls, the number that echoes through the room is nothing short of astounding: $118,500. This is a fortune sealed in metal, a piece of history transformed into wealth. To hold it is to hold power, prestige, and potential, all condensed into a single shining quarter. It is proof that in the right form, even the humblest of denominations can rise to the throne of high-value treasures. For those chasing such a marvel, the lesson is clear. Pay close attention to condition, originality, and mint marks. The Denver Mint issues of the late 1970s and early 1980s can hide extraordinary gems if they've been spared the usual damage of time. Always preserve the coin's natural state. Once altered, its value can never be reclaimed. The 1980 with D. Washington quarter in very good condition is more than a coin. It is a testament to endurance, rarity, and the unstoppable rise of numismatic value. At $118,500, it stands as a reminder that true treasures are often hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to recognize them. And here on this channel, I bring you only the most exceptional finds, backed by history, research, and trust. Stay tuned, because the final coin in this list may just be the one that redefines what you thought possible in the world of rare quarters. Next, coin number 5. The auction hall falls silent. You can feel the tension ripple through the crowd. Collectors, investors, and numismatic historians all lean forward, eyes fixed on the final treasure of the evening. Under the glass, bathed in warm light, lies a coin whose beauty and rarity are matched only by its staggering market value. This is the 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark, adorned with mesmerizing green dots and preserved in fine condition. And in today's elite auction market, this unassuming quarter commands a reality-defying $140,500. What you're about to discover is more than just a coin story. It's the tale of a survivor, a time traveler, and a financial powerhouse rolled into one. This is the grand finale, and it's the kind of find that cements legends. The year 1967 was part of a unique chapter in American coinage history. Following the nationwide coin shortage of the mid-1960s and the removal of silver from quarters in 1965, the U.S. Mint was working tirelessly to meet demand. In an effort to deter hoarding during this turbulent period, no quarters struck in 1967 carried any mint mark, regardless of whether they were made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Like its post-1965 counterparts, the 1967 quarter was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, a pure copper core encased in a hard nickel shell, giving it resilience and a distinct metallic sheen. But while the vast majority of these coins were destined to be spent, worn, and forgotten, a select few, like the one before us, survived the decades with an extraordinary feature: natural green dot toning that transforms it from a piece of currency into a one-of-a-kind artifact. The green dots scattered across the coin's surface are more than mere color. They're the mark of time's artistry. They may have formed over decades of careful storage in a particular environment, reacting with the air and materials around them to produce this rich, verdant patina. To collectors, such toning is not damage. It's a fingerprint, a signature that no other coin can replicate exactly. In fine condition, this quarter retains a balanced harmony between detail and wear. Washington's portrait still stands proud. The date is clear and strong, and the eagle on the reverse continues to display its wings with authority. This blend of preservation and age ensures the coin's authenticity is beyond question while still showcasing the story of its journey. Yes, millions of 1967 quarters were struck, but finding one in this specific state, fine condition, untouched originality, and with naturally developed green dot toning is a numismatic challenge few will ever overcome. The overwhelming majority of these coins have been stripped of their character by years of circulation or cleaning, making truly unique survivors extraordinarily scarce. Those without mint marks and with distinctive natural toning. The moment such a specimen appears at auction, it becomes the focus of intense bidding wars. For many, it's not just about owning the coin, it's about owning this coin, with its exact colors, patterns, and preserved history. And that brings us to the staggering number that has stunned the auction world: $140,500. This is more than a sale price, it's a declaration. It proves that history, rarity, and beauty can combine to elevate a humble quarter into a financial juggernaut. Holding this coin in your palm is like holding a compressed treasure chest, small in size but immense in value, both monetarily and historically. For those hunting their own fortune, the 1967 quarter offers a clear lesson: never dismiss a coin by its date alone. Look for unique surface features like toning patterns, pay attention to originality, and above all, resist the temptation to clean or alter the coin. Every dot, every hue, every mark of age is part of what makes it priceless. The 1967 Washington quarter, without a mint mark, with its captivating green dots and fine condition, stands as the perfect finale to our journey through the most valuable quarters in the auction world today. At $140,500, it's more than a collectible. It's a testament to survival, a keeper of history, and a tangible piece of wealth that will outlast us all. And here on my channel, you can trust that every coin I share has a story worth telling and a value worth knowing. This is the world of rare coins, where history meets treasure, and where the smallest objects can hold the greatest fortunes.